What up, everybody? It's your girl Chicago, and today I am making a period care hygiene video. I absolutely love these videos. I love watching self-care videos, cozy night routines, period cares, and this is specifically for my girlies with the sensitive skin period care hygiene routine. So let's get straight into this. So first things first, let's get into the pads that I wear. Now these are the Honey Pot non-herbal pads. So this right here is the regular ones. These are it's the super absorbency. I ordered them from Amazon. I'm gonna link them down below. But they're like the ones you can wear for the day, and these don't have any herbal in them. You know, herbs in them. You know, the Honey Pot pads, they have the herbs in them. Guys, I remember my friend gave me a pad that had herbs in them. I put that pad on, my vagina almost exploded. I can't do it. That's what I'm saying. People with sensitive skin, we are different. We are made different. Look at the laundry detergent I gotta use. See, I can't do what everybody else can do. So this is why I have the non-herbal pads that, let me show you guys. This is how they come. They're small, but let me tell you guys, Honey Pot pads, I tell you no lie, they are absorbent. And because a lot of the times with pads, I've noticed the healthy pads, they aren't absorbent enough. So I would be sitting up there, like I would have to change the pad every 30 minutes. But these pads are really, really good. Now this is when my flow is not too crazy. So I'm gonna show you guys how they look. So they look thin, but I'm telling you, they're they absorb really well because I don't have to put on 5 and 6 of them at once. So now look, these are the nighttime ones right here. They look thin, right? But they absorb really well. Like I'm telling you, I've used the L brand. Now this is the nighttime one right here. These are they're 100% cotton overnight, non-herbal pads with wings, maximum absorbency without leakage. This is the highest absorbency, and I'm telling you guys, they're really good. And I'm glad I started ordering these offline. So I recommend definitely getting Honey Pot. This duo, they come together on Amazon. They're $15. So yeah, it's a bit pricey, but I'm telling you guys, if you have sensitive skin, I highly, highly recommend Honey Pot pads. Please get the non-herbal, please. The next thing I would say, now let's get into cleansing. I use straight up Dove. I use straight up Dove, the original one or the gentle exfoliating one. So let me tell you guys something. When washing down there, okay, I wash the area where the pubic hair grows. The rest in between the labia, you just wash with water. You don't need to go all up over there with soap. When I did that, I had to be about 12 years old. My vagina almost exploded. So let me tell you guys, I literally take this bar soap, I use my hands, and I wash around the area where the pubic hair grows. And then the folds in between that, I wash with just straight up water. Wash each side for about 20 seconds, you know, make sure everything is clean until I no longer feel the sorry to be graphic, but the period blood. You want to make sure it's nice and clean. Another thing I want to say too, guys, with bar soap, especially if you use bar soap, keep it in a soap cover. I have my soap cover over there, but I just like, let me just so y'all can see the exact soap I use. So that's very important to just make sure you're staying hygienic and clean. And then also in between, actually doing vaginal care a little bit right now, but let's talk about in between your clitoris, especially when you're wearing pads, because pads can tend to make things a little bit dry and a lot of friction and stuff. So in between your clitoris, you open that up. Make sure you clean inside there with a Q-tip or a rag. Because if not, smegma, that's what it will be, like white stuff in between there that builds up. And you'll know when it builds up because it will become irritated. You'll feel it. So just make sure you clean that as well. Make sure you wash yourself properly. Now, let's get into when you got to change your pad. I typically change my pad every 2 to 4 hours depending on the leakage, but regardless, after 4 hours, it's time to put on a new pad. I don't care if you got a drop of blood on that pad, change the pad. Okay, so now let's get into my favorite tool, which is my bidet. I hope I'm saying it right, but I got this from Frida. This is the Frida brand and it's off Amazon. This has changed my freaking life. When I tell you, if you got a vagina, you need this. They need to make, I think they have little travel ones, but for my travel one, when I'm out, I just use a regular spray bottle that I keep in my book bag and just, put on a fresh pad. I can't use wipes. Wipes irritate my vagina. Like, I can't do it. I used to do it. I used to try to fit in with all the girlies. I cannot do that. So I just use a Frida, and you fill it up with some water, a bidet. You fill it up with some water, and it feels like you taking a shower. It's just a shower for your vagina. When I tell you guys, this is the best. Yo. And I'm telling y'all too, it helps with odor. It helps you just feel so clean and fresh. It's very important that every time you change your pad, you clean yourself. Because I'm telling y'all, like, so sometimes you can't do it every time. Sometimes you might be out and about or whatever, and this, that, and the third. But if you notice, you know, if you have a smell that hits you, like somebody just punched you in the face, you gotta make sure you properly clean it and make sure you're eating right as well. That's important too. If you eating a lot of drinking a lot of Hennessy and hot wings, it's gonna be a little disruption down there. But you eating fruits, and you know, you replenishing your body, giving it what it needs. You drinking water, and I love kombucha. Like, if you guys ever heard of kombucha, like on my period, I just feel like water sometimes can make my cramps worse. So I find that kombucha usually helps me. But we're gonna get into that later. But y'all, take this. Just fill it up with water. Don't put no soap. No, don't do nothing crazy. And just spray it. Sometimes I do it about 2 times, 1 time, and I'm clean and good to go. So y'all, that's hygiene, cleansing it without being in the shower. And I'm telling y'all, I love this bidet, and it comes in a little, you know, a little case like this. I absolutely love the bidet, and I highly, highly recommend it. Now, while I'm out and about, because I did take this bidet with me at work before, and it was beautiful. But y'all, like, the process of having to sit on the toilet, fill it up, like, I'm like, okay, this is for home. Like, I'm not finna be telling people to do that. So get you a mini water spray bottle, and just spray yourself. You know, like, just spray yourself, like, you know what I'm saying? Just spray yourself down there, cleanse it, and then put on a new pad, okay? That's what I highly recommend. Now, let's get into laundry detergent, all right? Free and Gentle Tide. Make sure you clean your underwear with Free and Gentle Tide. Like, I cannot use scented detergent anymore. I don't know what happened, but it's like, it make me feel like I got bed bugs. So just make sure too, if you kind of noticing a little bit disruption down there, make sure you're using the right detergent. Now, as far as period cramp relief, I got my magnesium 500 milligrams. Magnesium? Woo! Yo, magnesium work. Like, magnesium really, like it says, whole body support. Like, it really, like, I don't know what's in this stuff, but let me wait a minute. So take this the week before your period. Take it, because it's 500 milligrams. You don't need to take this every day outside your period. You really don't, unless you want to. But let me tell you something. Magnesium is like a laxative. That's what I'm saying. Don't overdo it. But I think the week before your period, and like on your period, but not even too much. Because sometimes, yo, this right here will have you going to the bathroom. And you know, when you gotta go to the bathroom, it make your cramps worse. Like, when you gotta poop, yo, like, it makes your cramps worse. Like, it feel like something about to come out of you. And that's because, you know, the colon sit right on your is it your uterus? Yeah, the colon sit right on your uterus. So y'all, while I condone magnesium, and magnesium does work, use it in moderation. Like, don't take more, because sometimes the cramp be so bad you probably want to take the whole bottle, because this does work. But just slow down a bit. Like, don't overdo it. Sometimes you take one every other day, or you'll know. But magnesium definitely does work. I highly recommend to go crazy the week before your period. But you might notice those days where you throwing up, if you get real bad periods. I get really bad periods, and I'm working on that. Them days where you throwing up, and them day, like your first day, your second day, probably not the best day to take this, because that it's like a laxative, and that mixed with an upset stomach, it'd be a disaster. So that's why I said, use your discernment, you'll know. But this works. All right, so the next thing is now I'm trying to get off this. If you get cramps, because I'm realizing I get bad cramps from inflammation. So Advil is anti-inflammatory. So these work like a charm. But this stuff is not good to take. It's not good to take, and I'm trying to lay off this. And I remember a year ago, I did not take pills at all. I went on it, so I'm about to go on a detox again from this stuff, and actually get my diet under control. And it's so crazy. I'm about to give y'all some more tips. Now, I don't know why you get cramps, but figure it out. Get to the root of it. But you know, as girls, we want the worst stuff on our periods. We want cookies, cakes, chocolate chip cookies. We want all the inflammatory foods. And I get bad period cramps and throw up and feel like I'm about to die every month because I'm choosing to eat foods that are full of inflammation. So now I have to make a conscious, deliberate choice, strong disciplinary choice to stop eating foods that my body does not want. So until I decide that, I have to keep being in terrible pain. So do I want to keep doing that? No. So yeah, guys, I highly recommend, I know you guys heard this before, when it comes to your cramps, diet, bro. Like hot Cheetos is the worst thing to eat. Cookies and chips and like that's the worst stuff to eat. Chocolate, especially if you're lactose intolerant, worst stuff to eat. Like really make sure that you're monitoring your diet. You don't want to deprive yourself, especially around this time, because I was pro like, listen, your period, don't deprive yourself because that's gonna make it worse. But you do have, that's why I said it's important to understand why you having period cramps in the first place. If it's for diet, you gotta be a little bit more disciplined. If it's for something else, then you know, like I said, talk that over with your doctor, with yourself, with God. But other than that, guys, am I finished? Am I finished with everything? Always wear black underwear. Always wear black underwear. Keep pads, keep like a period care kit. I always keep like pads in a little bag, pads, extra underwear, you know, my water spray bottle. I'm trying to think too, it's probably good to carry like some perfume with you too when you're in a public restroom, like sometimes just to spray the area when you get out of it as well. And I think that's all I would say, guys. That's all I would say. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should say. Oh, you guys, don't feel pressured to put stuff all up in through your vagina. Listen, you go to Target, Rite Aid, we don't have Rite Aid no more, Walgreens, you will see all this stuff. Vagina sparkle fluid, like it's like y'all don't need that. You do not need that, especially if you have sensitive skin. Even some of the most even the honey pot wipes, I can't use them. That junk burnt, like, and I feel like sometimes we can feel, this is what works for me. This is all I need in life. This is it. This is all we need. So guys, I want to say too, do not feel pressured to put all this stuff in your vagina. Just make sure you keep it clean. Use water, use soap around the area, because it's nasty to not use soap at all down there, because you got to get that pubic area. But I'm telling y'all, use your bidet, you will be fine. Eat clean, you'll be all right. All right? It's your girl, I go sign it out. Peace.